Hi guys, and welcome back to this week's Trek Collector. This week I promised you a uniform. Here it is. Unfortunately, I couldn't do the uniform I really wanted to do this week due to me not being able to find that company in the United States. Now I have emailed the company. I'm hoping to get a reply. If I can find what name they go under in the United States, I will do that review because it's a lovely uniform. I've got two by the company and I was very, very impressed. And for the price that I paid, it was a wow factor. But hey, I promised you a uniform, so I'm going to go with the TNG uniform. So, guys, you'll see lots of me modeling this lovely, lovely uniform. And be warned, you will see my beer belly. That is a scary part. I can predict the future. So this uniform was made, sorry, by Filmwelt shop. It's official licensed product. That was done back in 1997, and they basically sold these at the European exhibitions. So if you're out trekking, going to conferences and all this, they would have had a stall there and they would have sold you these lovely uniforms. I like the burgundy in this. I think it's fairly screen accurate to me anyway. It fits very well. I do say to wear an undershirt. It is warm to wear. That is one thing. The joys of doing cosplay. I had great fun doing Star Trek The Writer 2 in my other uniform with Damien on the Nerd Escape. Bad mistake. Had a hangover, and it was probably one of the hottest days. And I keep all the windows closed so you can give it the best sound. I thought it was going to melt. Anyway, getting back to this uniform, and sorry for sidetracking there. This uniform in the UK is £49.90. So we'll call it £50. I don't know why they just don't call it £50, but £49.90. Delivery is £6.99. These guys were fairly spot on with the delivery, I have to say. It was very quick. There was no messing with them. And as I said, the uniform came nicely packed, in great condition. Now, for my friends in the Republic of Ireland, like myself, unfortunately, the shipping cost on this one is £18, which is dear. So, no. Go back to one of my previous videos where I mentioned Parcel Motel. Use Parcel Motel here because it will save you. So you're looking at £6.99, so £7. So we'll call that £8.50 plus €4. So we're up to €12.50. It's still cheaper before you add in the sterling. So the sterling will be about €20. So you know what I mean. You're saving a few bob. You're not saving much, but you're saving. And Parcel Motel will have that. You know, when it gets delivered to Belfast, they let you know. And I normally always receive mine that night, which is great. So if I was in Ireland, I would be using the Parcel Motel route because I think £18 is very dear. So for my friends in the United States, it's the same company. For the UK, I got it off Amazon.co.uk, and in the United States, obviously it's Amazon.com. Same company, Filmwelt shop, and I'll leave that down in the comment section, or I might try and put it across the screen there for you guys. You're looking at $59.99, and postage and packaging is at $4.49. This week I said all the dollars correct. I didn't say pounds. So yeah, it's good at the moment. I have a feeling though, if a couple of you guys all jump on the bandwagon and buy this, price is gonna go up, especially the year that's in it. But it is absolutely fantastic. So you'll see a few clips of me, you know, bad camera shot. Realistically, I should have had someone else here to help. Unfortunately, my other half, my beautiful wife, is working. I'm hopefully gonna get her to model a TOS uniform for you guys soon. And also Damien is the other side of the country, so I couldn't even recruit him to be cameraman for us on this episode. Mind you though, he could have outranked me because I'm only commander. Anyhow, so yeah, officially licensed product. So it is cool. It looks really well. So I'm gonna do close-ups as well. I'm gonna show you the uniform laid out so you can actually get a kind of proper look. Because another biggest thing is when you kind of want to do cosplay and stuff like that, and the danger with uniforms is when you go onto sites like eBay and Amazon, you see a picture of this beautiful uniform, and then what you get in the post is something completely different. So that's why I wanted to do this for you guys, so that you can all look Trekkie fantastic when you go out there hitting all the conference scenes this year for the 50th anniversary, like I plan to do in Birmingham. So yeah, so I have to say I'm very, very happy with this. The trousers, on the other hand, now were dearer than the top, so I don't know. I'd say the trousers, if it's the detail that I put into this, I'd say the trousers will be very, very good. But I'm waiting on the TOS Captain Kirk uniform, so I want to see how that uniform turns out. If it's good, I'll show you guys, and then I'll give you the information on where I got that uniform and what you think. And you know, I mean, it's a good price. It even has a little zip there, so you know, I'm just a little bit dubious about the insignia, the Delta on the uniform, but however, that's another day to be worrying about. But overall, this uniform is very nice. So I'll get in and do a close up on the com badge and the pips. Starting with the com badge. The com badge is Roddenberry. It's made by QMX, and it is magnet based, which is very, very good. You can get pips and com badge combos. I will warn you though about the pips and combos. It's normally one of these fellas, and when you're putting on light material, especially like this uniform, you will do damage to it. You will have the pip holes in there. Now, it's alright if you're just going to stick a com badge on it and leave it on, fair enough. But I know the pips, believe it or not, are kind of very, very expensive, and you know, the prices jump up and down. So I would advise, for me anyway, at the time when I got these, I got the pips with the uniform, and that's from Film World. Now, on Amazon, look around both Amazons, UK and .com, for my friends in the States. The com badge is going to set you back £19.99 with free postage and packaging for you guys in the UK. And the great news for my American friends is it's $18.99, and that's free postage and packaging as well. So the com badge is actually quite cool. You'll see it later on, and I like it. No chirpy, but you know, it's more about how it looks. The pips, on the other hand, as I said, the pips. Now, believe it or not, the pips for me were £19.90. And if you lived in the UK and you just want to get the pips on your own, it's £6.99, which to me is a bit ludicrous because the uniform costs the same price. So I don't know about that one. Anyway, and again, to post to Ireland, the pips, £18. So as I said, if you're going to go out and buy the uniform, get the pips with the same company. Lower your delivery costs. And in the States, it's $24.99, and then it's $4.99 for delivery on just the pips. So without further ado, I am going to roll on. I am going to jump into showing you my wonderful uniform before I scare you all with my beer belly. So I hope you like, guys. So guys, this is the actual uniform. And as you can see, I like the burgundy colour. I think they've got the burgundy colour right. That's my opinion. It's kind of very hard to judge sometimes. I was going back and looking at the remastered TNG, and it seems to be a bit more red now. But as I said, it's, to me, very, very well done. I'm actually very proud of this uniform because to me, I think it's very, very screen accurate. That's just the bottom there. Uniforms are harder to do than models. There's my pips. The pips were also got by the same company, and I'll show you more information on them separate. And what I basically did with my pips was, the problem with the pips with this was that they come loose and you kind of have to kind of put them on yourself. So trying to get them in right, that they look correct and neat and straight. So what I did was I managed to get a little bit of a plastic strip, and I used a Dremel, and I bored in 3 little holes on that plastic strip, and I sanded down that strip, and I just spray painted it black So I kind of blended in, and that's, has the pips kind of looking nice and uniformed. So when I put on this uniform, I play the rank of a commander. As I said, it is lovely, as you can see on me. But I just wanted to show you kind of. I know everybody, when they're ordering uniforms, there's a huge panic. You know what I mean? What's the quality like and all that? And here's the back. So it does have a back zipper. And it's fairly light, but it is kind of very warm to wear. I will advise you that one. It will get hot. Another thing as well is that I would advise wearing an underlay t-shirt, because, you'll see your chest hairs or any bits and pieces that you might want to reveal to people. But as I said, the quality is good. It's well stitched. At the moment, they are going for a song. Everyone's going for the more modern uniforms. But as I said, it's 50 years of Trek. So it's just jumping in and getting these bits and pieces. So as I said, I was very happy with this one. Now, as I said earlier on, I was planning on doing a video on... It would have been more interesting to do the video on the other uniform that I had, because I have like the trousers and stuff like that with it. Just at the moment, I'm waiting on an email back from the supplier from the UK to see do they go under another name in the US. Because, I want to give you the kind of correct details. I don't want to just do the show just based for UK and Ireland. I want to do it for my US followers as well. And, as I said, it is a huge big thing looking at these uniforms. And, you can go and pay $250 or $250. I checked out one uniform on another site. They were doing a good deal. It was $150 for a uniform. And I won't mention names on this, but great uniform. And, I'm sure it was going to be as high quality as this. But the shipping side of it was like $70. Now, I hope that would include hope that would include the taxes and stuff like that. I'd be scared now to pay nearly $220 or $230 on an item, and then when it shows up, have a bill as well to pay for tax and so forth. But as I said, for the price for this at the moment, it's very good. The thing that I will say though is, I imagine if one or two people jump on the boat of this will jump up in price. It is advertised at a couple of different prices, and they can go up. You can buy the trousers for this if you want, but I think they were nearly €120, which to me is a little bit too much, just because the trousers just need a slit. At the moment, I haven't done any trousers for this kit, for this uniform kit. As I said, models are so much easier. But to me, depending on, I've just ordered a TOS Captain Kirk uniform. So again, this is where you get nervous. How it shows up is one thing. So I'll see how that turns out. So, hopefully that's going to be fairly cool. If it is, I just kind of need some black slacks. You know what I mean? Obviously, I can use the boots kind of probably for both. Maybe I can do something with a trouser that I can have the slip and then roll up the trousers for the TOS uniform. I'll look into that later. And, as I said, I hope to be doing the review on the other two uniforms that I wanted to do today, because in fairness, they were a great price. And it's just, as I said, for my US friends, they don't seem to be set up in the United States, but I don't believe that, because seeing some images, I think they go under another name over there. But as I said, if you're a fan of TNG and you're looking to get into cosplay for the likes of Star Trek Destination Europe or Star Trek Destination New York or any of the destinations or any of the 50th anniversary, this is a very, very good uniform. I highly, highly recommend it. So, as I said, there's the close-ups there, guys. As I said, it is very light. Wear an undershirt, and it is warm to wear. It's very deceptive. The stitching is very well done. The zip seems to be holding up fine. I've worn it a good few times now. Probably needs a bit of a clean. I believe it washes fairly okay. If it doesn't, I'll get back to you. But as I said, it is lovely, and you know what I mean. It's great. And when I wore it at the Irish Premier Star Trek Beyond, a lot of people complimented me on the uniform. They thought it was actually fantastic. So there you go, guys. So I'm gonna start off then on the com badge next. So guys, here is the Roddenberry Star Trek The Next Generation com badge. No turpy. Oh well. But it is full scale. It is the correct scale, and it is very screen accurate as far as I'm concerned. It is such a lovely little piece, and I think the price on this is absolutely fantastic. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece and a must for any cosplayers. And as I said, with the prices, you can't go wrong, and they all have free postage and packaging. And I forgot to mention, sorry guys, when for the guys in Ireland, yeah, it's free postage and packaging to the Republic of Ireland as well. So you can stick in your Irish address, and it came up for me, free postage and packaging, so that's cool. So that's just the back of it there, and it's a very, very strong magnet. I wore it at the MCM Comic Con on my jacket, and it stayed on. Now the jacket was light, so you know, just bear it in mind. But for the uniform that I've showed you guys, it's perfect. And QMX did a very good job. Now, you can, as I said, you can get the combo packets. And with the combo packets, you're going to probably end up getting a badge like this. Now, this badge, and funny enough, was just going through, I got an Aircon 4, where I met the beloved Gates McFadden, Dr. Beverly Crusher. And believe it or not, that was back on the 3rd and 4th of September, 1994. So that badge is 16 years old, and can't complain. Little worn, but does the job. But the only problem is the pins. Okay, they will do damage to your uniform. You know, and then getting it aligned correct, and then if you take it off and wash it, and then trying to put the holes and stuff like that, so that's gonna leave bullet marks in your uniform. So I'd stay away from the combo kits unless they actually specifically say that they're magnetized, like this one. So as I said, it's a good magnet on it, guys. There's no messing. It's very, very sturdy. So there's no messing there. And I say it's a great price. It's a lovely, lovely piece to go with the costume. I love it anyway. I think she's fairly cool. There's me dropping it. But yeah, and as I said, very reasonably priced in my opinion. I think it's well worth the money, and with free postage and packaging as well, you can't go wrong. And QMX did a great job on it, and I would highly recommend getting it, guys. So there you go. Now here are the pips that I use for my costume. They're fairly accurate. Old school problem there. So this is the issue where I said when I was doing the uniform, that if you put these in, you mightn't have them in a straight line. So as I said, what I did was I got a little plastic strip and just kind of dremeled in the slots to put them in and painted it black. So it kind of camouflaged on the uniform, so you wouldn't see. So very small. They're pricey. I hate to say it. They are very dear. The advice is as well, if you are going to get them with the uniform, because you know postage and packaging. Otherwise, that adds them up. Now you can spend more money on better quality ones. To me, I don't know. I personally, I think the money that I spent on them was dear enough for something so small. It's so funny that you can get the com badge for cheaper than the actual pips. There is guys that do these with pips is another option. You can look up and check out yourself. But as I said, these were the best that I could kind of find for a reasonable price. They're nice to do the job, and as I said, if you just kind of get a little bit creative, as I said, a little bit of a strip, and like all you have to do, just like drill in as many holes as you need, and kind of line them up, and paint it black on the outside and put them through, and the pins will still actually go through if the strip that you're using is nice. It's not too thick, and as I said, then it's uniformed. It looks correct. They're in alignment. There's nothing worse than if you were trying to put this on and you have one there and one up there, and it's just a nightmare. So that's what I did. So that's the pips, guys. As I said, they do the job. I'm happy enough with them. So there you go. So this is me showing off the uniform. Probably have the com badge a little bit too low. But as I said, I'm not. It does come with shoulder pads. I don't know. I'm still in and out of will I take these shoulder pads off the uniform. But as I said, it's nice. As I said, wear an undershirt with it. It is warm to wear though as well. That's the only danger with this uniform. I think all the uniforms, just with the material that they use, but it is quite stretchy. The cool thing is you can kind of do the Captain Picard thing to fix the uniform and use the two hands. Now, unfortunately for me, I can't, but like they've done a great job on the collar here, as you can see. It looks really great, and they got that detail of the red, which I really, really love. As I said, just the trick with the pips is one kind of center. But like if you're looking closely there, you can actually see just a strip, and if I can see the side view there, so kind of keeps them all straight, which is grand. And I'm just gonna keep it that way. And when I get a uniform for my wife, I see how generous I am. I might make her a lieutenant, since they're the leftover pips that I have. Junior lieutenant. Just to be fun. So, as I said, it is fairly nice. I'll put my hand over the camera, but see if you can get that detail down there then. So, and as I said, it's not too bad getting in and out of this either. At the back, there's no point going around to the back. I'm going to actually, while I'm modelling and posing off, just to show you something else cool in the collection. A little homage. I have my Enterprise and Discovery in there somewhere anyway. Enterprise is there. And Discovery is actually on the launch pad. So there you go. There's the two there. On scale of one another in that class. Ooh, can't wait for January. So, enough for that. There's my big beer belly, guys. Irish. And they've actually got that part done very well as well, guys. So, it looks the whole McCoy. I'd say the trousers would be fairly cool, but to me, like, I'm not going to pay more money for trousers than what you call it. I'm not going to pay more money for the trousers than the actual uniform top itself. But as I said, it is, look, it looks dead smart. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my review this week. It is a bit different. Uniforms are tricky, and I definitely will involve my wife the next time, which is gonna hopefully if it comes sway her, model a uniform for you ladies out there. This, by the way, I forgot to mention, is actually unisexed as well, so you know what I mean. Happy days. So I'm doing one for the lads and for the ladies, but as I said, Jesus, wear an undershirt. And again, it is warm. I've all the windows closed to kind of keep down the noise. I had to close the door because of a snoring dog. Well, at least the dog's nice and happy and it's asleep. But yeah, it was interesting to do a uniform. I am looking forward to Star Trek Destination Europe, as I said, and I hope a lot of you guys might pick up this uniform. As I said, just be careful. You know, the prices will go up if there's a demand on it, but at the moment they are a great price. So, you know, definitely, I think I remember looking at these going back years ago, and it was mad money. So it's nice to kind of get my hands on them a couple of years later. So yeah, it's been an amazing week. Finally talked to the guys from Trek Yards, Stuart and Samuel. Lovely guys, and you know, it was actually, we were trying to talk about doing a collaboration, and we just got completely sidetracked between Samuel and Damien talking about the Star Trek Starship Collection. Getting sidetracked. Yap. Myself and Stuart going off in a tangent, or I should say Captain, because I'm in rank, going off in a tangent talking about Transformers, Voltron, you name it. We all got sidetracked anyway, but we had an absolute blast of a conversation. So really looking forward to having a chat with them guys again. So yeah, looking forward to doing a bit of a collaboration with them guys, which would be fairly cool. So make sure as well to check out. So that was one part, actually, sorry, of a great week. The next part was absolutely fantastic. I got to speak to John Eves, and you know, any of these guys that don't know John Eves was the designer of the Enterprise E. He did work on the Enterprise B, and he has done so many ships. You kind of hate to name a few because you'd leave a good few out, but there's loads. And even to try and say, even to pick out an alien species, which is a baddie and so forth like that, but he's done Romulus, he's done Jem'Hadar, he's done Breen, he's done Borg, he's Federation, he's done everything. And what a guy. And it was absolutely amazing chatting to himself. So, you know, it's been an amazing week, and I want to thank every one of you guys out there that has been supporting the channel. And please get your friends to like, share, and especially subscribe to the channel. Please check out the Nerd Escape podcast. It is actually up, and I'll leave the link down below. So that's the interview that myself and Irish Trekkie did with John Eves. It's a podcast, and it's about an hour and a half long. We just have a chat and have fun with him. Just about how we got to work on Star Trek and so forth like that. So any of these young designers that are out there looking to try and break into Hollywood with your designs and so forth, have a listen. He has a few tips in there for you guys. But yeah, it's been great. I've had an amazing week. Again, thanks to Captain Stuart Foley and Commander Cockings. Thanks to the Irish Trekkie. Again, check out all these sites. Thanks to John. Big thanks to John. And myself and Irish Trekkie have a couple of things planned down the pipeline for the Nerd Escape. So please, guys, just hit the comments. Let me know what you think of the uniform review, because as I said, it's very difficult to kind of do these, especially when you're on your own. But as I said, I know there's so many Star Trek conventions coming up. We're getting close to the big 50. You know, which is going to be fantastic. So, you know, I know the worst part about everyone when they're going out and they want to buy a uniform is, you know, from the description and the picture, what they see on the likes of eBay, Amazon, or anywhere, is that what they're going to get? So that's why I've picked this one solely. I'm going using the website and I'm checking through. So like, I know it's Amazon this week. I'm not going to look on eBay for another price, because I got this through Amazon. This was the name of the company who I got it by. So this is, you know, if you're going to go out and buy this product, you know that this is what you're going to get. But anyway, guys, before I continue my waffle on about absolutely madness, I want you all to take care. Be good little Trekkies out there. Live long and prosper. And have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you next week. Take care, boys. Guys, bye.